Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I was not about to do a video about this, but then once again, why not? Maybe you are interested in to see how a Volvo chair can be putting apart and reapart again. Now I know that most of you maybe are looking for the 960 and the S90 because that is what I'm usually doing. But here I am with a Volvo V70. I think this one applies to 2004 models and to 2008. But the thing is that they are pretty much the same as the Volvo 960 actually. Volvo have changed a little bit, yes of course, but most of the things is actually quite the same. Here you have the headrest sitting like that, and to remove it on a 960 and on a V70, on the 960 you have this one coming up a little bit further, and then you press down here in the corner. You feel if you touch over here, you will feel that there is something there, and then you just press it in. On V70, that same one is located up here. Here is you press it inward, and then you put it slightly up. You're pulling it as hard as you can. You just see it move slightly. Then you do the same thing on the opposite side. Just press it and then you pull it off, just like that. Now on on 960, down here in the bottom of the chair, sorry, one moment. So I will change it like this instead. It's easier to see. On the 960, you have clamps here, 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 that you need actually a plier to remove. You use something like this and you squeeze them out. And for me, when I reassemble everything, I use this in one instead. No metal, no nothing, just tie clip, or what you call it. In Swedish it is buntband. On the V70, however, they have made a slightly different thing. They have this one, a plastic, sheet of plastic, and on one side it's just flat, completely flat. On the other side there is like a hook, and that hook goes inside this slot on the opposite side. I hope that you will be able to see it there. Like that. And then for every section and every here, there is actually even on this one, this is actually how it looks like on the S90 and 960. There is a clamp there. I need to remove that one. On this one you can actually see why I want to remove this one. It is a normal thing on this one. I've heard and have seen that this seam breaks. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to sew it back together. Now I am not a professional in that one for anything, but I will try my best. Wish me good luck with this. And so that is how you do. On this model, I thought that it was the same as the old one, so I destroyed this one a little bit. This one actually just came out just like that. On a 960 and S90, most of you have electrical power, so that is different. Otherwise, on the early models of this V70, you had this type of this one, as I could see online. I don't really know if it is really like that, but this one goes in the center to keep it in place. To remove it, you simply just pull the center out, and then this one will just come out very easily. And then you have this one, and this one is also on the 960. You pull it just straight out. On the 960, for the center adjustment, it's actually very simple. You turn it anti-clockwise until it doesn't work anymore, and then you just pull it out. And then to reassemble it, you just turn it, and then you will feel that it is hooking up. There is threads inside on the 960. So you just push it inside, turn it, and then it should go back in place. And to remove it, you just turn it anti-clockwise until you feel that it is no longer doing anything, and then you just pull it out, and then the whole thing comes right out. On the passenger side, you have this one on the 960, and then you have, just like on this one, you have a center, but on the 960 you pull the center out. It is not easy. Sometimes I have been even pulling it from the back side to pull it out, to not damaging it, but the center should come out. And then in the center you have a metal ring that you need to turn. You need to hold the backrest in place, then you turn it, and then you unhook it. When you do this one, you will actually see it very easily how you do. Then you pull this one out. That is all. Now I'm not going to remove this one in this clip. I have actually done a quite few of this when I have been I want to have another type of leather, or I have a manual share that I want to make electric. So that is why I know how to deal with all this. So next thing now is to remove the entire. First I wanted to try to see if I could put a needle through here and make it together, but it was in vain. So now I'm actually going to pull the thread all the way on both sides, so I can open this one up, put a thread through there, pull it back together, and as the last thing I will sew these two lines back together as well. Much work for something that little, but I want my cars really to be in good shape. I don't like it to look like this. It doesn't look good. And this is something that you can do on a weekend. And the only thing that you need is a thread, a plier, and this one, and patience. And you can do this one yourself. Okay, I will proceed to remove this one, and then I will show you more. Another thing is that when you're removing this one upwards, turn it inside out, because that is how the mechanicians at Volvo, the one that was putting this shed together, that is how they did. So be able to see, here you have actually that metal clamp that I was talking about earlier. If I can get it out. So what you do is you cut it in half. Okay, there, there, and all the way up, all the way up, and also here and here. That is how you get them to sit. Okay, now I will proceed, but as I said, turn the leather or the fabric inside out when you're pulling it up. It's going to make it much easier to put it back together. Okay. So a few days later, and I have been fixing, sewing this one back together as it was. So now I'm putting everything back together again. So this is how I use the straps. Just put them here where the metal clamps was before, and you go upside from the top down. Now I did a mistake as usual. I put this one first. I didn't see that there was actually one that was even higher. So now I'm going to proceed with that one and the one on the next side, and then those, and then just roll it back down. And here is also 3 to secure it. Okay, I will proceed. So here is the end result. I was sewing it. You can maybe with the camera see the difference there. It's a little bit darker and here is a little bit lighter. So I've been sewing from here all the way down. And you can see, because it's not perfectly well done, it is done by hand. You can clearly see that as well. But it looks much better than with this one hanging. Okay, that's all for today, folks. Please leave a thumbs up, and don't hesitate to subscribe for my channel, because there will be other videos. I'm sorry for not posting so many of them. As I have been saying before, there is a lot going on in my life, and there is not much time to even do this one right now. I'm sorry for that, but there will be new challenges. You can count on that. Okay, leave a comment. It's okay to do so, and don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up, and share it with your friends that would like to see how to do these kind of things. Thank you everyone, and have a good weekend.